China has growing influence in Africa because of its economic power. The deals they're doing with African countries are mostly, in the long run, really bad deals. They send in a lot of funding up front for infrastructure projects, but the strings attached to those deals often are very bad for African nations. The problem is those African nations don't have a lot of other alternatives. The United States needs to start understanding that the way in which a modern power projects influence around the world is not solely through its military. The United States is still stuck in a world that existed 50 years ago. China has a strong military, but that's not how they have influence in Africa. They have influence in Africa because they have a development bank that is willing to underwrite major infrastructure projects. The United States does not have that capacity, and there's no reason that we shouldn't. We are still a bigger economy than China. We still have the world's financial power lodged in New York City and other financial capitals of the United States. We can compete with China for economic influence in places like Africa, but only if we put on the table the kind of development deals that the Chinese are. Well, we're not in colonial times any longer. Africa ultimately is going to make its own decisions about what is best for them. And the United States should be in a position where we help empower African governments to make decisions that are best for the people of their nations. We should be helping to stand up participatory democracies and open economies. We should be offering the hand of support to the African continent that we did to the European continent in the wake of World War II. We shouldn't view Africa as a colonial era chessboard in which we are trying to compete with Russia or China for influence and control. We should be invested in the African people. And if that's our signal and that's our mission, then ultimately I think that we'll win the day.